Roads are everywhere, and interestingly some of these have been at the centre of a number of stories. One of these roads is that of the mysterious Devil's Highway, or as it's also known, Highway 666. Many have wondered why this road came to be known as the Devil's Highway, and this comes down to the many mysterious encounters people have had. This stretch of road was only created back in 2003, and in recent years many stories have made their way online about the many things people have witnessed. At the time of the conflict between the United States and Mexico in 1846, it was a simple trade route that served the Mexican nation known as the Old Spanish Way. Over time the road had evolved and eventually the American Association of State Highway Officials added it to the highway in 1926. Over the years, Highway 666 has been surrounded by lots of ominous events, and was thus hailed as one of the most haunted places in America. Christians are of the belief that the number reflected in 666 represents what they call the number of the beast. When this street was under its alleged evil number, many referred to it as the Devil's Highway. According to statistics, there was an unusually high number of accidents and deaths on this road when it was under the ID of 666, so many believe that anyone travelling on this road would be cursed immediately. Throughout the history of the road, every accident and death has been reflected as a situation that's occurred due to the voice of the evil that resides in this stretch of road and its surroundings. When the United States changed the name of the road to US Route 491, statistics associated with accidents and deaths were drastically reduced. Many argued this was because people no longer experienced the psychological fear that something will happen to them while travelling on a road marked 666. However, some argue that the number 491 fails to attract the same evil spirits to this road, and the spirits preferred the number 666. Many consider this inexplicable phenomena quite mysterious. One of the most popular stories surrounding the mystery of this haunted highway is the reports of an ominous black sedan that appears to taunt vehicles driving along this road. Many individuals that have travelled this road have reported that once darkness falls, a strange black sedan simply appears out of nowhere, and it charges at the unsuspecting travellers. The witnesses all claim to see headlights charging behind them, and gaining on them quickly no matter how fast they speed up. Many claim to have abandoned their cars just to avoid the oncoming vehicle, or some claim the car simply drives past them as if giving off a warning, and some claim the car simply disappears as soon as it gets close. Black ghostly dogs have also been reported to appear on this road, and these creatures are allegedly able to run at extremely fast speeds, all while biting the sides of your car. Another interesting story is that of someone who had the mark 666 burned into their car. As of today, the mysterious events surrounding this road have been hard to debunk, with many saying that what they experienced was real and they had no way of explaining what was going on. Another mysterious road is that of the Mariangela Road in Tennessee. Tennessee has been known by many as the home to a couple of haunted places, and one of the most popular haunted sites is that of the Voodoo Village in Memphis. The Voodoo Village is located on Mariangela Road in southwest Memphis. According to residents, the area is home to the St. Paul's Spiritual Temple, and is enclosed in a large iron fence, but legends suggest there's more than just a religious service taking place here. Reports of sacrificial offerings, black magic and ghostly apparitions suggest that Voodoo Village is full of supernatural activities. Voodoo Village is a quiet place, and in recent years there have been many stories told about it, most of which usually date back to the 1960s and 1970s. The Mariangela Road was and is still regarded as the infamous Dark Road, and is alleged to be haunted. Some believe that any outsider that steps foot into Voodoo Village will be surrounded by its residents, and will not be allowed to leave. The village is referred to as a mysterious little corner of haunted Memphis. The village became popular during the 1960s. This was when fights started to break out between gangs. Since then, Voodoo Village has seen a high increase in strange events, and its reputation has only grown over the years. It consisted of 4 houses that had voodoo symbols and statues in the front gardens, and the most notable statue was that of Jesus holding a Bible with a dagger through the Bible in his hand. The village is said to be inhabited by a variety of people, and they are led by a man named Wash Harris, who was the village's chief in the 1980s. The strange fact is that Harris is still being referred to as a chief by many of the residents, and they also believe that he's a saint and he's immortal. This has raised a lot of speculation that Harris is still alive inside the village, and he's just being closely guarded by his followers. It's said that the people of Voodoo Village practice strange rituals that involves animals. Although journalists are often expelled from the village, photographs have often experienced the wrath of villagers, and it's a long-standing warning that photographs should not be taken inside the town, or even from the road. Many of those who tried were stoned and pursued from the streets by locals with machetes. Some believe that photographs are prohibited because once developed, they will reveal the ghosts of many people who have lost their lives in the village over the years. Others insist that the photographs will reveal the village's true form. It's no doubt that Voodoo Village of Memphis is a place of fear and curiosity, and many who have experienced the mysteries of the village have urged other curious travellers to stay well clear of Mariangela Road, and back away from the Voodoo Village and all its residents. Kelly Road of Pennsylvania is another road that's shrouded in mystery. Those who have gone looking for haunted roads in Pennsylvania have always ended up at Kelly Road, which is also known as Mystery Mile. As a matter of fact, Kelly Road is one of the top haunted roads in the world. It's a 1-mile stretch of road that has many mysterious stories attached to it. The road is paved and is the site of some very unexplainable events. The road has been plagued by strange events for decades. While driving on the road, docile animals have been reported to turn violent and drive people away. Their mood suddenly explodes and flares up into a violent rage. Farm animals near the road have reported to break out of their pens and cages and charge at the passing vehicles in frenzy. The road is surrounded by a very dark forest that some say is haunted. The forest seems to come alive at night, with many reports of disturbing voices and strange noises coming from within. The popular theory is that these supernatural events are probably related to a curse placed on Kelly Road by the Native Americans, angry at the people who took their homes. Whatever the cause may be, after reaching the 1-mile mark the complaints stop, and the paranormal activities suddenly cease to occur. There have also been reports of cult activities within the forest, and this has only increased the rumours surrounding this mystery mile. Another mysterious legend is that of the Hairy Hounds of Dartmoor. Found in Dartmoor, England resides a strip of road that's become so notorious for its number of annual accidents that a large portion of the local residents claim it to be at the centre of an impossible to explain supernatural phenomenon. This phenomenon has become known as the Hairy Hounds of Dartmoor. The witnesses often reported that seemingly out of nowhere it would feel as if the steering wheel was being pulled in a specific direction, as if someone or something grabbed onto the steering wheel and attempted to throw them off the road. This soon led to many claiming that the accidents were the result of some ghouly figure of a pair of hands attempting to drive people off the road, a theory that would be later tested to a certain level of success. Journalist and author Rufus Ender would claim the following: "A pair of hands gripped the driving wheel, and I had to fight for control, proving that the accident could be avoided if one was aware where the hands were pulling the wheel. Shortly after driving away from the road, the hands disappeared as quickly as they first appeared, leaving Mr. Endell with the feeling that the road itself was the haunted location of the hairy hands." So what do you make of these mysterious locations, and have any of you driven on them? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, and help us by growing this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.